Just text, I know it's a toss. Oh, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Hey, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you wanna do?
Hello and welcome to Of Roads and Places. Today we are going on a journey to Mount Ololokwe in Marsabit. It has been voted by Safaricom as one of the 12 places of hope, which is on their calendar. It's a really dope calendar and you should get one. And you can get one by following the link in the description box below.
If you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to.
I am hoping to visit all the 12 places of hope in this year. I thought I would go to them in order of which they appear on the calendar, but as it turns out, I was already going to do Mount Ololokwe first anyway.
I hate the fact that we lost touch. The Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying to fall through? I'ma leave it up to you. What you wanna do? We was raised a little different. Used to be a
To get to Mount Ololokwe from Nanyuki is around a 2.5 hour journey that takes you through Isiolo all the way to Archer's Post and onto Mount Ololokwe.
Hit me with a text, voice note or an emoji. Waiting all day for your name on the ID. So if you want it, tap it.
I will not be hiking it today, but I hope to be able to do it on another trip that I'm planning in the course.
Face on slow, yeah. Don't leave me on red.
To get to Mount Ololokwe
No plans.
from Nanyuki, we'll be using the A2, which is a major trunk road that runs from the Tanzanian border to the Ethiopian border. So we'll be doing Nanyuki to Mount Ololokwe and leaving the road as it goes on to Moyale.
Fall through. I'ma leave it up
It's a pretty newish road in the sense
to you.
that it has only been recently completely paved.
Lost touch.
Between Isiolo and Moyale was, I think, done at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. That's when it was completed.
Wanna do? I speak the truth.
The journey distance from Nanyuki is around 148 kilometers. Being towards the north of Kenya, it tends to be quite hot, which will make it double roulette for me because the car was overheating on the day before, but hopefully things will be fine this time. It really is a contrast in scenery as you go to Mount Ololokwe. The beginning part from Nanyuki all the way to where you will get the junction to Meru is quite green. Cool weather, very green, cool place. But past the junction, there is like a switch and it's very immediate and very noticeable. It becomes extremely hot and quite dry.
East Coast always in me, Commonwealth, Lil Joe, getting love from my city. Yeah. I roll call for the DMV. In my own lane, you could still ride with me. Yeah.
Lord knows I made mistakes.
You want in, but it's too late.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
I will never sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is. Talk a good game, I'm my alphabet.
down this hill, it's actually a black spot. It's one of those places that really has claimed a lot of lives due to the long, windy, and twisty road. So it takes a lot of patience and care to come down this hill. Unfortunately, I think a while back, probably a month ago, there was a really bad accident where a party bus had an accident and quite a number of lives were lost.
Is it true? You actually think of me as less than you. Just wish that I knew how something like that could happen. Maybe it's just in passing, 'cause nothing is everlasting, no. But like really though, how do you know that I can overcome all of the obstacles? She just looked me in the eye, said it's gonna be alright, 'cause I know that's how it goes. The only thing we know is that we change. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same forever. Forever. No, it won't, 'cause no one ever does. You just have to learn to trust whenever.
At this junction, if you took a right, you will be going to Meru, and if you take a left, as we did, you will be going to Isiolo.
If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away. It doesn't make sense that somebody else got all.
Even looking at the scenery from this drone shot, you can see how towards the side of Meru, it's quite green. It's a little bit
It's the same
overcast with clouds, and to the left, which is the northern part of Kenya, is very dry and it's very sunny.
the same forever. No, it won't, 'cause no one ever does. You just have to learn to trust whenever. As blue as the sky above you. It's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away. As blue as the sky above you. It's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away.
This is the Laikipia plateau, known for its rolling hills and grasslands. It's a region that is home to a wide variety of wildlife, and that's why the Lewa Conservancy is domiciled here. There's a lot of elephants, lions, and zebras. If you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of one of the animals as you pass by, but if you're traveling around about the same time we were, which was early afternoon when it's really hot, the animals tend to be under the shade, and on this instance we didn't get to see any. I loved this road. It's very well paved and well maintained.
Baby, I'm home again. I thought that I could run away. I had nothing.
It's quite boring to drive on it. There isn't much to see. There are no towns. There are no really major towns or stopover places between the junction to Meru and Isiolo town.
Gave me reasons to be somebody else. It's alright.
We did stop over at a place that was called Pine Breeze for some nyama choma. The less I talk about it, the better for the place. But needless to say, the meat was tasteless, it was tough, and they didn't have particularly friendly stuff.
Cause baby, I'm home again. The love that we had wasn't good enough, and I wasn't.
This is getting into Isiolo. If you took a right here, it will take you to the Isiolo International Airport, which is coming up nicely and has opened up the Mira route to Somalia. Isiolo is a vibrant and bustling town. It is the closest you can get to being at the center of Kenya, and it's known for its rich cultural heritage and stunning natural beauty. Last major town before you went further up north, so you might want to do as much of your shopping as you can in Isiolo. It has a nice variety of places to buy stuff, also to fuel up one last time, because from Isiolo, if I can remember, there was no other fuel station all the way to Archer's Post. Isiolo is a place of historical significance. It was a key stop on the famous ivory and slave trade routes during the colonial era. And you can still see some of the old buildings and structures that have been preserved. You take a walk around the town.
Selfish, I can be so selfish. Spend more time when meeting your friends. bringing out the best in me. Yeah, I don't want no problems, but I know I got a lot of work to do. Baby, I'm not perfect, but I know I'm worth it. Working out my issues with you, with you. Crutches, I be holding crutches, can't let go of any mistakes. Distant, sometimes I get distant, stay away as long as it takes.
Starting off the penultimate leg of the journey
I
to
need
Mount Ololokwe, you'll start seeing the traffic thins out.
time will be
By the time you're doing
me to prove.
around 10 kilometers from Isiolo town, you will hardly
Baby,
have any vehicle for company.
you're my mirror, I can finally see. Bring
I was very interested to keep up pace with the car in front of me because it was from the British military
to do.
and had some strong looking men in.
I know
And I thought if I keep up with them, at least if anything went wrong, they will be able to help.
my
Seeing as I had told you, the vehicle was overheating on the day.
with you. My highs and my lows.
Rather fortuitously, they weren't also driving fast, so I didn't have to really go out of my way to keep up pace with them.
Starting to believe you can, 'cause baby, you the remedy. You're my mirror, I could finally see, bringing out the best in me. Yeah, I don't want these problems. I know I got a lot of work to do. Baby, I'm not perfect, but I know I'm worth it. Working out my issues with
After leaving Isiolo, we kept on the A2 highway for another hour or so until we reached the famous spot where everyone seems to have taken a photo of Mount Ololokwe. The heat was searing. And we thank God for
no stress.
modern inventions of the AC, and we had carried a lot of ice from Nanyuki, which kept our drinks cool. And if we needed to cool ourselves down, we at least had some ice packs to rub ourselves and refresh ourselves. I find it amazing that the roads that lead into the hinterlands are always well marked, almost always well marked. Of course, there are places where the markings are non-existent, but most of the roads are really well marked if you're driving outside the major towns. I don't know if it's easier just to maintain them or due to the low traffic, then the markings don't wear out, but I wonder why we can't replicate this even in our city roads. I also loved the thoughtfulness they put into the design of the road. Before each bump, there are rumble strips, sort of like a good warning that you're getting to a bump and you need to cut your speed a little bit more. Very thoughtful. Highly recommend that they do it everywhere. After being on the road together for a while, we then had to part ways with the British guys, and we continued the solo drive to Mount Ololokwe.
기다려줘 준혁이 back dignity time and time again. I relapse, but love has never left me. Perhaps I should have found a way to pay it back. But forget will you take? Only take enough to swallow the pain. Drown the pain until it all wash away. From the night to the day you dream. You forgive my mistake. It becomes another habit to break. I'll replay it till the guilt turns to shame. From the night to the day you dream. Who needs a heart that tears apart? Ruminating cycles me back at the start. Time and time again I relapse, but your love is always waiting. Perhaps I can
After a 2-hour drive, you get to Archer's Post.
back, but
And if you ignored Isiolo town, thinking you'll find another major town,
taking up
this is your last warning. As you can see, Archer's Post is really a one-street town. It has very little in the way of shops and conveniences that you would need if you're
mistakes. It becomes
but you will still be able to get a few things here. But this is probably the last place you
shame.
will
From the
see a
night
major
to
town
the
all the
day.
way to Mombasa, to further north, around the Highlands.
Give and take, only take enough to swallow the pain. Drown the pain until it all
As soon as you
from the night.
drive out of Archer's Post, Mount Ololokwe looms in the windscreen in your view all the way until you get to it.
Habit to break.
No point do you lose sight of it.
Till the guilt turns to shame. From the night to the day. Just text, I know it's a toss. Oh, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling.
Just after Archer's Town, there is a notoriously well-known roadblock. Just watch what I did when I got to it, because this came to haunt me a little on my way back. When I got to the roadblock, there was a truck in front of me joining the road, and they had moved the spikes on the road to allow that truck to go through. I slowed down,
My look, yeah, made a real
expecting them to give me a clear sign to stop, but they didn't, so I continued on the drive. And I went on. There was no reaction from them. I went on my drive, and then I will pick it up on my way back when it became a mess.
no plans, all we had was the moment.
So just before you get to Ololokwe, is this town called Lerata, so it will be the last town before you get to Ololokwe. It's a really, really small, tiny town.
I'ma leave it up to you.
And there it is, Mount Ololokwe in its glory. You just needed to find a nice place to stop. You have to be careful about where you stop, because a lot of people come here,
Paid by the sentence.
and you also want to stop at a place where it's
Give me yours.
clean.
Some butterflies trapped in
Unfortunately, can I just speak to Kenyans? If you visit a place, just don't throw trash everywhere. Everywhere on this particular viewing area is full of bottles, beer cans, paper bags, things like that. It's just full of trash.
Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we had was the moment. Just text, I know it's a toss-up. But I hate the fact that we lost touch.
so nice with a road that seems to be going into it. And if you went a little bit further, you'll realize that the road goes around it. But with this straight stretch of the road, it looks so majestic. So on our way back, I was about to make the same bad mistake as I had made on my way past this roadblock. So as you can see, there was a cop standing on the side of the road, and they had put the spikes across the road. And I slowed down, looked him in the eye, opened the window and signaled to him, "Can I go through?" And he didn't signal anything back. So I thought we had tacit agreement for us to go around the spike. But as I was going past the spike, his face changed and I realized he needed me to stop. So I stopped. And I think at that point he was more interested in the overland truck that was coming, and he sort of had split priorities, because I think they get something from the overland truck. So why would I lie about that? They didn't get anything from me, but I think they were really interested in the overland truck. So I stopped immediately, and this unfriendly commander of theirs then came and blocked the road with stones. Such a mess. Anyway, we were briefly detained. They wanted to know why we went past the first time, and I explained to them why. I think in the circumstance it was totally unnecessary for someone to walk in front of us with a gun. It just suddenly made what was an innocuous mistake into something larger than it was. Could have just kept the guns away. I don't think they particularly need this to inspect vehicles. I mean, in any case, I don't think there is that much action to warrant a gun. And one of them was also holding a stun grenade. It seems at this roadblock you have to get out of your vehicle and they will inspect your vehicle on your way past if you're going to the northern parts of Kenya, or if you're coming back from the northern parts of Kenya. getting into Archer's Post, and just as we were thinking of going further on to Isiolo, this near accident sign enough that we needed to stop and sleep it off and just let the day go by. So we decided to go to Saravashaba. Mount Ololokwe is not just a beautiful place to visit, it has also been declared one of the 12 places of hope by Safaricom. This designation recognizes the mountain's spiritual and cultural significance and its ability to bring peace and healing to those who visit. The mountain is also home to the Samburu people, one of the many ethnic groups in Kenya, and it is believed that the mountain is a place for them. As we make our way back to Archer's Post, we had time to reflect on the beauty and significance of the amazing place that is Mount Ololokwe. It is truly a destination that everyone should experience at least once in their life. We hope you've enjoyed this journey to Mount Ololokwe and look forward to exploring more of Kenya's amazing places with you in the future. Until I see you on the next one, wherever the road takes you, may be full of joy.
I'm home again.